Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into some incredibly fascinating data out of Taiwan that completely flips everything I thought I knew about artificial intelligence and high-level careers. I mean, we have all seen the doom and gloom headlines about how AI is going to wipe out the white-collar workforce, right? But when we actually look at the hard data on elite university admissions and long-term income projections, a totally different story emerges. So let's figure out what is really shaping the future of these elite professions and their financial stability.
Okay, let's dive into this. If you follow the news, you've probably heard this rumor. Top students are ditching medicine for tech. The story basically goes that with the explosion of generative AI and massive tech valuations, the smartest minds are leaving the hospital behind to go chase that Silicon Valley money. But is the AI boom really killing the medical degree? Well, when we look at actual student enrollment choices, the answer is a resounding no. Not even close.
You see, the media myth relies on what economists call the substitution effect. It assumes this zero-sum game where students are just swapping out their medical aspirations to chase tech degrees, but the data reveals a completely different reality, which we call the concentration effect. High-scoring students aren't leaving medicine at all. Actually, they are crowding into both medicine and top-tier tech programs simultaneously. The competition hasn't shifted away from medicine, it's literally intensified within these specific, highly protected fields.
So what exactly is this concentration effect? It's basically a trend where top students increasingly cluster, like a giant funnel, into a few highly protected fields that offer stable, long-term demand and extremely high barriers to entry. The arrival of AI hasn't made students reckless. It's actually made them incredibly strategic. They are intensely focused on a single question: which jobs are actually going to survive, thrive, and maintain a high income over the next 20 years? They are funneling straight into fields that are either driving the AI revolution or completely insulated from being replaced by it.
Section 1. Why doctors remain irreplaceable. And this brilliantly illustrates the core barriers that AI simply cannot cross. Sure, an AI can process massive amounts of data in seconds, but does it hold a strict medical license? Absolutely not. If a tragic misdiagnosis happens, who holds that heavy legal liability? You literally can't sue an algorithm. Furthermore, medicine requires highly nuanced clinical judgment, deep patient interaction, genuine human empathy, and incredibly complex physical, surgical capabilities. Students look at these factors and realize, okay, AI is poised to become a super powerful tool, but it cannot fundamentally replace the human being holding the legal and moral responsibility of care.
We can see this security crystal clear when we juxtapose medicine with other high-paying careers. Vulnerable white-collar jobs, think entry-level programming, financial analysis, or administration, they face immediate AI disruption, putting their income stability at massive risk. In contrast, protected medical jobs are standing strong. In medicine, AI acts as an assistant, not a replacement. Because the perceived income risk in general white-collar professions has skyrocketed, students actually feel that medicine is a much safer financial bet today than it was even a decade ago.
Section 2. The dental popularity boom.
Get a load of this. We are currently seeing a 2x increase in top-tier students. We're talking about those scoring 59 grade points or above on Taiwan's grueling entrance exams, actively choosing dentistry. A doubling of elite interest isn't just some statistical blip. It is a massive, glowing indicator of shifting student priorities in the modern AI era.
So what is driving this specific dental boom? Well, elite students aren't just chasing massive initial tech salaries anymore. They are prioritizing long-term lifestyle and stable income. Dentistry offers this highly coveted potential for private practice, which means work autonomy, controlled hours, and highly resilient earnings over an entire lifetime. And that's all combined with that all-important AI immunity we talked about. Basically, they want the financial safety of a medical career without the grueling, unpredictable shifts of a hospital surgeon.
Section 3. Aging populations secure demand.
According to the data, demographics provide a 5-star certainty. Think about it. Even if artificial intelligence evolves way faster than anyone predicts, the sheer physical reality of an aging society guarantees a continuous upward demand for healthcare professionals. We are facing an increasingly elderly population globally, which brings rising chronic diseases, higher cancer rates, and surging long-term care needs. Algorithms don't change the fact that human bodies age and require physical care. This structural demand provides a rock-solid floor for the medical profession, ensuring highly stable income for practitioners completely regardless of tech market volatility.
Section 4. Timeline of disruption.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how a fascinating picture of future income security emerges when we evaluate it over time. The demand from an aging society, that remains a perfect 5-star guarantee across the short, medium, and long-term timeframes. In the short term, white-collar income faces a very high predictability of disruption. But for doctors, their irreplaceability, and therefore their earning power, remains rock solid for the next decade, with only a slight dip in certainty when we start looking 15+ years out.
Let's break down what that progression actually looks like. In the next 3 years, AI simply boosts efficiency. It's likely just going to increase a clinic's profitability by helping out with mundane tasks. Fast forward 5 to 10 years, and we anticipate AI reliably handling patient records and preliminary medical reads, like X-rays. This is huge because it allows doctors to see way more patients and sustain their high income. It's only 15+ years out where AI diagnostic capabilities might truly soar and legal systems might actually shift to allow autonomous prescriptions that the traditional doctor's earning model might face some fundamental changes.
But for the foreseeable future, the workflow operates in a very clear 2-step dance. Step 1, AI does the heavy lifting. It scans the images, organizes massive patient records, and suggests potential diagnoses. Step 2, the human doctor evaluates that data, connects empathetically with the patient, decides the final treatment plan, and critically, takes the legal responsibility. So you see, doctors aren't victims of automation. They are essentially becoming highly paid AI managers.
Which brings us to a really climactic realization. Medicine plus AI is incredibly more powerful than just being a pure AI engineer. This equation is exactly why top students are flocking to medicine right now. Combining rigorous medical expertise with a deep understanding of artificial intelligence is now viewed as the ultimate competitive advantage. You aren't just building the tools. You are the specialized expert who is uniquely authorized to deploy them on actual human lives.
And this intersection is opening up some exciting and highly lucrative new frontiers. We are talking about precision medicine that's tailored to your exact DNA profile, gene therapy, AI pathology spotting anomalies that are literally invisible to the human eye, AI surgical navigation, and incredibly expansive digital healthcare systems. These advancements aren't going to reduce the need for doctors. They are going to create massive new demand and entirely new premium income streams for the medical professionals who master AI.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Looking out at that 15-year horizon and beyond, will AI eventually replace doctors entirely, or is it just going to create a new, highly paid generation of super doctors? The data strongly suggests the latter, and it's exactly why the medical degree is more popular and more protected than ever before. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning what you hear.